First opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cubbies look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Here's Chris Bryant now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. On the move is Fowler. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is big Chris Bryant. He's had a tremendous season on the road. If you look at his on-the-road batting average, he's one of the best players in the league. He's hitting over 400 away from home, and that's the case here, so I expect to see him have another big game.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Pham is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Swing and a little blooper to center. Beyond is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. John Lester is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this high. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, they need Matt Carpenter to get back on track. You know how bad he was last month? He hit 200 on the nose. Not a lot of guys can stay in the lineup when they're struggling this bad, so we're hoping to see that he can figure this thing out soon.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one just missed outside. And that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Lester into his motion. Here he comes 0-1. Now a swing. Look out over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. Here's Addison Russell. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Flying toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for baseball.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Hard hit ball to second. To second for one. On to first, and Rizzo's retired as well. A double play. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No. So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. One on its way from Lester. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Two and two. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and nice soft hands.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Carpenter has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Lester's 2-0 home. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Happ is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third. So stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Deaver, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Into the box, John Lester. As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Castellanos is under it, and he's got it for the first down. Here's Javier Baez having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First offering on its way. This one's down to third. Castellanos has it. There's one. On to Carpenter, not in time, and they'll get just the one.
Up next for the Cubs.
Striding in once again, Kris Bryant. He flied out, leading off the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air out to left field. Guion over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Leading off for St. Louis, third baseman.
Now the first pitch here from Lester.
Castellanos.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. His past history against John Lester, it's been a steady 5 for 9. He's also hit 3 home runs. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Therefore it is Hayward now, 1 away. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. The next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. Hit to short. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds. The pitcher, Luke Weaver, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a bunt attempt here. The 0-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, Right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Dexter Fowler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Lester sets. Here's the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Jason Hayward. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is a low changeup that's laid off.
2-1.
The 2-1 home. Line towards center field. Pham is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
Standing in, Ian Happ flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, D'Lo. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Now a throw over, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Into the box now, Addison Russell. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder, Tommy Pham.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
That pitch is out.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. Just a bit low, ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off wall.
Got him to go down swinging there. Tommy Pham is retired leading off the bottom of the 4th.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
In now, Paul DeYoung. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Contreras waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Here comes the first pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And now a pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Smoke on the ground left side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get back in safely. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, down the third baseline. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Now batting, left fielder,
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A pitch out. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
The 1-1 home. Hit back up the middle. DeYoung's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher.
And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester. He popped out in his first trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Softly hit out towards short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Cubs strand 1. Halfway home, still no score. Here's Jed Jerko now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman, Jed Jerko.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Lester ready. The 1-0. Takes a curveball right on the corner. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
1-2.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Nicholas Castellanos. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 1-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Two and 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball.
This is the left field and deep off the bat of Castellanos. And gone up into the second deck. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Third home run for him on the year, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. This will swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Happ sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luke Weaver. He popped out in his first trip. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. Through 5 innings, it's now 1-0 St. Louis. Here's Javier Baez.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman, Javier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Pham moves over. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Now batting. Right
Here's
fielder,
Jason Hayward now.
Jason Hayward.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way out in front. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Runner goes for second. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Center fielder number 8.
And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pham is after it. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. One left for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Dexter Fowler now.
Leading off for the Cardinals. Right
He's
fielder,
ready. Here's the first offering.
Dexter Fowler.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 0-2. Tapper up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Lester's 2-0 home. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder number
Digging in to
21.
try it again, Marcell Ozuna. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy Pham. He's 0-for-2 in the ballgame so far. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. On the ground to the right side. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Count even now at 1-1. So 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Pham, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Left for the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. Here's Addison Russell. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out. Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's in the dirt. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give them anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Kyle Schwarber. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Set. Here's the 0-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And that's going to plate the tying run from second, as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Standing in now, John Lester. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options for whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
John Brebbia will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Hit out towards second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Throw to third, but he's in there. As a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out?
Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward. This is back toward the mound. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that same situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On to the bottom. Ready once again, Matt Carpenter. Third.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Ready for another chance? Jed Jerko. No hits to this point. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Right side. Baez fields it cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Nicholas Castellanos. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he'll step off and try again. On its way is pitch number 75. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 1. Riding in once again, Addison Russell. He singled his last time up.
Shortstop, Addison Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Under it now, Jerko for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's set and the pitch. That's out to the gap in right center. It's down for at least a base hit. With his speed, perhaps more. He'll get it into second, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. The tag gets one. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready for another shot now. Kyle Schwarber singled home a run in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Contreras is off at first with 2 away. That's lifted the other way out to left. DeYoung will put this one away, and his side is retired. Cubs strand one. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
No balls and 1 strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Now another 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant charging in on it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Jose Martinez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 38, Jose Martinez.
4-1.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. The 2-1 home. Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Heading out towards shallow right. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Here's Dexter Fowler now, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 5-1. Samturi Valala enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, guys, that's his 2nd hit of the game. He's also got a good chance at getting a W on the mound. I mean, this is stuff you do when you're 9 and 10 years old, not when you're in professional baseball.
Here's Javier Baez. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Popped him up. There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit out towards second. There is Jerko. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Wow, you see some throwing errors sometimes, but you don't see them from the second baseman that often. Looked like he was trying to aim it instead of throwing it, and the result is an E4.
And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for Addison Russell, number 14 on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's
swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Pham back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. A 1 pitch on its way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Jerko is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly back. Here's Marcell Ozuna. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's in there for strike 1.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Hayward is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Lester sets. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes, and it's fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if they'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
The 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And he is in there.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Low for ball 1. Jerko at second with 2 down. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any.
The catch is made, and the Cubs will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Chicago Cubs jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. John Lester with his 4th win this season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for